obviously we're very disappointed in the loss, uh, especially in light of our start, the 14-0 start, 14-0 start. But well, I tell you what, we just I think first of all, I think they buckled down, decided to play their game, which they're very capable of. They're a good basketball team, and I don't know if y'all know this, but their league was won by Monmouth, who arguably was argued that they deserved an at-large bid, didn't get one, and then they finished second, only to have Iona knock them out. But this is their second win on the road in this tournament. They went to Albany and won a close game just like this by about 5 or 6. And here they come to our place and play. They play great D. You know, we shot just under 30. They shot 32. We made too many turnovers, the same thing that I think hurt us against Troy. Hurt us against here. Now, that is too many turnovers, caving, in foul trouble. You've been seeing that all 3 title games, Cavens in foul trouble, all 3 conference games, and then at least 1 game out of this tournament, this CIT tournament. And, we've been winning games with Caven scoring points, and he had 6 today, only 2 rebounds. So I would think he would like to have this day over again if he could. And I don't say that anyway other than, he just didn't. It wasn't there for him today. We also didn't get, even like Nigel's 2 for 11. He got 12 rebounds, just played very, very hard. But, and then Nedja was 2 for 11. So you got 6 for 31 with 3 players right there. 6 for 31. The rest of the team is 9 for 20. So we just did not do a very good job finishing the game, and they did. They got to the foul line of just more than us to beat us, and coupled with our turnovers and poor shooting performance, that's the name of the game, right there. So I'll answer any questions for you guys.
Talked about them buckling down on defense during their 17-0 run. What do you think kind of happened as far as?
You're talking about in the first half?
Yeah.
To end the first half.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. We subbed and we lost something, and it's almost like we subbed, we lost something when we did that, and all of a sudden they found their niche, or they found themselves. Maybe it's a better way to put it. We also, like I said, we're going to have trouble scoring if Caven and Nigel are not scoring. And you're looking at Caven with 6, Nigel with 9, but 5 of them are from the free throw line. He was 2 for 11, and Nedja with 4. We just did not have some people hitting shots today that they normally did. Caven was way off his game. I don't mean that in any kind of. I don't want to put it on Caven, but like I told him at a timeout, I said, this is why you're named first team all conference. You got to come through in these games, and you can't get in silly foul trouble. And he got some silly fouls. Whether they were true fouls or not, I can't tell you till I watch the film. So, but anyway, you had your 2 leading scorers with, I guess, Nigel with 9 and Caven with 6. I want to say Nigel's averaging 13 and Caven's averaging 16. So we got 15 points when we normally get 28. Can't do that.
I'm sorry. It seemed like you were kind of forced into a smaller lineup with all the foul trouble.
Yeah, it was without a doubt. Yeah. I mean, and their big kid did not hurt us in terms of scoring. He did hurt us in terms of getting some guys in foul trouble. He did do that. And even then, we got some fouls. The NCAA had just put in a rule that if somebody's driving, you can jump straight up, put your hands straight up, and if they run into you, it's not a foul. It's called the principle of verticality. Today, and we've been really emphasizing that to our players, because it's going to make it harder for an offensive player to score. And today, Emmanuel with 2 and Nedja with 2, coming down. So I will say this: I think our freshmen did not play very well today, and that's not to put blame on anybody because they've won some games. They won a lot of games for us, but today they really were not their usual selves. In addition to, Caven, so we got some tremendous rebounding from Nigel. I thought that was super impressive, how he went to the boards, but. Overall, we usually play Marlon, Nigel, and Nedja, and you can count on them, for some points. But tonight they gave us 13, and I think if you look at their averages, that's going to be far below, at least 7 or 8 points below their average. So
Obviously,
I just wish that this game could have been played better, and maybe even if we lost, come down to a shot like Florida hit last night or something. Just so they go out playing better, than they did, as they did all year long, because they played some very good games this year, very good games. But today we did not play well. A lot of credit goes to St. Peter's defense, but I think a lot of it was, just us not being on our not being as sharp as we normally are. We gave them off Thursday, just practice Friday, and. I've never done that before, but my gut told me these guys need some time off. And I can't tell you taking 2 days off cause this. I would say no. But it's something I tried that did not work for us today.
think you'll ever try that again, the day off rest?
I think sometimes you got to go from just your gut. I couldn't tell you. You just got to wait and see how the guys feel. They played Wednesday. They played great Wednesday. They played great. I will tell you this. This is the best team we played in the tournament. This is better than Lamar. They are better than Idaho, in my opinion. So we played a team that's a good team.
Your team didn't shoot well, but neither did theirs.
No.
You think your defense kind of played pretty well today, even though you had the smaller lineups?
I think they did, and I just told the players I like their effort. I don't like their decision making at times. I don't like some of the decisions that made, some of the shots that were taken. And when Caven got his fourth foul, I just knew he was not going to be aggressive on offense. I just knew he wasn't. And he needs to continue to be aggressive. We had a situation here, and I don't want to put it. Nedja missed the 2 free throws. Nedja's wide open for a layup, and he gets blocked twice. 2 layups. And those 2 layups and those 2 free throws could have meant the game. So give credit to Welton. He had 12 rebounds, 9 points, and those 2 blocks were probably his biggest contribution to the victory, right there. Because he's a big man, but he's not a super tall guy, and he's not a tremendous athlete in terms of jump. I can jump. He is a long-armed kid that doesn't have to jump very long to take up a lot of space. So.
Knowing the two reputations of the 2 teams on defense, did a part of you kind of anticipate maybe?
Oh yeah, I told our guys this is going to be a war, and maybe in the fans' eyes, an ugliest game they're going to see all year. And when I say ugly, I mean lack of scoring, missed shots. You know what I'm saying. So.
Obviously a frustrating loss, but overall 22 wins this season. A great season from Caven. You think the foundation is laid for this program?
Well, I think we got to find somebody that can have OJ's leadership in defense. You got to have somebody that can provide scoring punch. We got to get somebody who can help us score besides Nigel. I do think Emmanuel King has improved tremendously since he started. You got Nigel coming back, who should be an all-conference player. If he stays healthy and maintains a good attitude and work ethic, he should be an all-conference player. Nedja should be a very key player for us. Marlon should be a very key player for us. We need to find some people. We have a big man sitting out named Eric Terry, and I probably made a mistake in redshirting him. I think he's got some offensive skill, and good touch, good footwork. The problem is we asked him to lose 30 pounds, and he did. He just did it in a very slow manner. And we thought that he wasn't ready because of that. But now he's gone from like 250 to 225. And I think he's going to be a big. We have some kids that can help us, but they got to make up their mind, if they're going to. Maxwell Starwood's a heck of a potential talent, but he's got to come through. He's got to play harder. I also want to say some great things about some kids who didn't play a lot, but they sure are great teammates, and Darius is one of them. Courtney Julian's another. Nathan Joseph's another. You just can't have a great year simply because some guys score, and you got to have a whole team that understands that even though I'm not playing, I've got to support these guys. And we had some people on the bench, namely those three. Darius is one. I mean, I'm glad Darius got to play today. I really am. He's a prince of a person. But Courtney and Nate Josephs, they've been great teammates. That's all part of having a great year. It just can't be about offensive skill and players and and all that leadership. It's got to be about some people at the end of the bench supporting the people at the front of the bench, and we certainly had that this year. Going to miss Bobby. Going to miss Caven. Going to miss OJ. Particularly, I want to tip my hat to, in particular, to Caven and OJ. Caven 4 years with me. OJ 3. Certainly Bobby's a big part of it, but Bobby came on board with the culture somewhat already changed. OJ and Caven definitely had to endure some tough cultural situations in terms of team camaraderie, team effort, team cohesiveness. Those two guys have laid the foundation, in particular those two, for what you saw happen this year. Since they've been with you, and first I give credit to Caven, 4-year guy, and then OJ, a 3-year guy.